Good morning, students of class 3. Students, I'm sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and turn to page number 67 as I'll be continuing with the comprehension exercise of lesson 7, The Clever Crab. So children, please turn your Wordsworth English Reader book to page number 67. Students, in my last video, I had started with exercise B of comprehension, that is, who said to whom. And students, the first one which we had done was, the dialogue was, I'm moving elsewhere. Who said this to whom? Answer, the stork said this to the fish. Who said this? I'm moving elsewhere. The stork, he said to the fish. Second, if you do not wish to come, you stay here alone. Who said this? The fish, they said this to the crab. The fish said this to the crab. Now children, the third one. I'm going to start with the third one. The third dialogue is, let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Now, the dialogue is, who said this? Let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. When the stork, he made an idea because he wanted to eat all the fish. So he told the fish that his friends had informed him that the pond is soon going to dry up, and so the stork, he is moving elsewhere to the other pond across the hill, and the fish, they were very simple. They were caught in a stork and they all decided to fly away with the stork. But when the crab, he came to know about the stork's plan, he knew that the stork was not to be trusted. So he said, he tried to convince the fish. So all of you please take out page number 65, the last paragraph. You can see, the crab, he told the fish, I hope everybody can see over here. Listen fish, this stork may not be telling the truth. Crab ko pata tha ki stork jo hai, wo truth nahi bol raha. So what he said, let us stay here in the pond and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. कि अभी पॉन्ड में रुक के देखते तो हैं कि सच में क्या ये पॉन्ड है, ये ड्राई अप हो भी रहा है कि we are being fooled by the stork. So who said this, children? The crab. The crab said to the fish. Who said this? The crab. Crab को stork पे trust नहीं था. The crab was clever. He was wise. So he said this to the fish. The crab said to the fish, let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Who said this? The crab said to the fish, because the crab, he did not trust the stork. He knew that the fish were the food of the stork. So the crab said to the fish. The crab said to the fish, let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Who said this? The crab said to the fish. Let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. The crab said this to the fish. Children, please write this in your notebook. And after writing this, please draw a parting line with a scale and pencil. So, let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Who said this? The crab said to the fish. I hope all of you have written, children. Now, I am going to erase this and write the fourth one. Do let me take you across to the other pond. To let me take you across to the other pond. Now, children, do let me take you across to the other pond. Who said this? Who said this? The stork. The stork, when he took all the fish and ate them on the way, now only the crab was left in the pond. So, the stork, he came to the crab and he said that your friends are all waiting on the other side. Your friends are all waiting on the other side for you, and I too shall leave. The stork, he tried to fool. He told that even I too shall leave this pond. So, do let me take you across the pond. I'll be also leaving today. Your friends have already reached the other pond. They're waiting for you, and do let me take you across to the other pond. Who said this, children? Please take out page number 66, the third paragraph. If you can see, it is written over here. It is written over here. Do let me take you across the other pond. The stork to the crab, your friends are all waiting on the other side, and today I too shall leave this place. Do let me take you across the other pond. The stork, who said this, children? The stork, S-T-O-R-K, the stork said to the crab, to let me take you across to the other pond. Who said this? The stork said to the crab. The stork said to the crab when he had taken all the fish, he had ate the fish on the way only, and now he wanted to eat the crab also. So he said that all your friends are waiting on the other side, and today I too shall leave. Now do let me take you across the pond. Who said this? The stork said to the crab. The stork said to the crab. Please write first. The stork, he was trying to fool the crab. He wanted to eat the crab also. So he said, do let me take you across to the other pond. The stork said to the crab. The stork said to the crab. I hope everybody has written, children. The stork said to the crab. Draw a parting line with a scale and pencil after this. The stork said to the crab. Now, I'm sure everybody must have written, children. The stork said to the crab. Now the last dialogue. That's the fifth one. Now, you two shall suffer. Now you two shall suffer. Now what happened? When the stork, he was carrying the crab across the hill, the crab he spotted the fish bones scattered on the hill. So immediately he realized that the stork had eaten all the fish. So what he did? He dug his pincers into the stork's neck to kill him. And then when the stork started bleeding, what did the crab said to the stork? He said, now you two shall suffer. Who said this, children? The crab. In the last page, that is this page 66, you can see. So this is how you repaid the trust my friends placed in you. Now you too shall suffer. The crab, when he dipped his pincers into the stork's neck, he said this. So the crab said to the stork. When the crab knew that the stork, he had broken the trust of the fish, he had eaten them on the way. So immediately he dipped his pincers into the stork's neck and the stork started bleeding. That time he said that now you too shall suffer. Means कि जैसा तुमने मेरे friends के साथ किया वैसा ही तुम्हारे साथ होगा. So now you too shall suffer. The crab said to the stork. Who said this, children? The crab said to the stork. The crab said to the stork. Now once again, children, I'll revise all the 5 dialogues. Who said to whom? The first one, I am moving elsewhere. Answer, the stork said to the fish. Second, if you do not wish to come, you stay here alone. Answer, the fish said to the crab. Third, let us stay here and see whether the pond actually starts drying up. Answer, the crab said to the fish. Fourth, to let me take you across to the other pond, the stork said to the crab. And the fifth one, now you too shall suffer. Who said this? The crab said to the stork. So we have finished exercise B of comprehension, children. Who said to whom? Please write this exercise neatly in your English notebook. So children, we have finished exercise B. Now I'm going to start with exercise C. Exercise C is find words from the story which are opposite in meaning, to the following words. Now beta, some words are given and now we need to find the words which are opposite in meaning. उनके एकदम opposite meaning के words हमको ढूंढने हैं from the story. So let's write the first word. Drop. Drop, and the word opposite to this word from the story is carry. Fine. What do you mean by drop? Beta, drop मतलब किसी को कोई भी चीज को गिरा देना, and carry करना उसको उठा लेना. So drop, the opposite is carry. Drop, the opposite of drop is carry. Drop, carry. Please write carry, C-A-R-R-Y, carry. The opposite of drop is carry. The opposite of drop is carry. Then the second word is strong. Strong, ताकतवर, one who has got lot of strength. And the opposite of strong, the word from the story is weak. W-E-A-K, weak. Children, there are two weak. एक तो weak जो weekdays वाला होता है, that is W-E-E-K. But जो strength का opposite weak होता है, that is W-E-A-K. W-E-A-K, weak. So, drop, carry, strong, weak. Then children, the third word is wet. Wet जानते हैं ना, जो गीला होता है. And the opposite of wet is dry, सूखा. The opposite of wet is dry. So, wet, dry. The first one was drop, opposite is carry. Drop, carry, strong, weak, wet, dry. Then the fourth word is enemies. Enemies तो सबको meaning पता है, दुश्मन, है ना? और enemies का opposite क्या होता है बेटा? Friends. Enemies, friends. Enemies, friends. Enemies, friends. F-R-I-E-N-D-S, friends. Then the fifth word is disagreed. Disagreed. And the opposite of disagreed is agreed. Disagreed मतलब बात नहीं मानना. Agreed मतलब मान लेना. Disagreed, agreed. Disagreed, agreed. And then the sixth word is ended. And the opposite of ended is children began. Ended मतलब खत्म होना and began मतलब शुरू होना. So the opposites in meaning to the following words. The first one is drop, opposite is carry. Drop, carry. The second one is strong, weak. Strong, weak. The third word is wet, dry. Wet, dry. The fourth word is enemies. And the opposite of enemies is friends. Enemies, friends. The fifth word is disagreed. and the opposite is agreed. The sixth word is ended and the opposite is begin. बेटा ड्रॉप करना मतलब गिरा देना, एंड कैरी करना ऑपोजिट उठा लेना. ड्रॉप एंड कैरी. देन द सेकेंड वर्ड स्ट्रॉन्ग. सब जानते हैं ना, जो स्ट्रॉन्ग ताकतवर होता है स्ट्रॉन्ग, एंड उसका ऑपोजिट क्या होगा? वीक, कमजोर, है ना, जिसको हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं कमजोर. देन चिल्ड्रन द थर्ड वर्ड इज वेट. वेट मतलब गीला, एंड उसका ऑपोजिट क्या होता है? ड्राई, सूखा, है ना. गीला सूखा हिंदी में बोलते हैं, तो वेट मतलब गीला एंड ड्राई मतलब सूखा. देन द फोर्थ वर्ड इज एनिमीज. एनिमीज मतलब दुश्मन, और एनिमीज का ऑपोजिट क्या है बेटा? फ्रेंड्स. एनिमीज फ्रेंड्स, है ना. वी शुड मेक फ्रेंड्स इंस्टेड ऑफ एनिमीज. हमें फ्रेंड्स ज्यादा बनानी चाहिए. वी शुड नॉट मेक एनिमीज, वी शुड ऑलवेज मेक फ्रेंड्स. देन द फिफ्थ वर्ड चिल्ड्रन इज disagreed, एंड disagreed का ऑपोजिट क्या होगा? agreed. disagreed, agreed. disagreed मतलब नहीं मानना, किसी भी चीज से नहीं मानना, एंड agreed मतलब मान लेना. Then the sixth word is ended. ended मतलब खत्म हो जाना, and the opposite is begin. begin मतलब स्टार्ट करना, शुरू करना. Now, I hope children, exercise C is clear to you. Now students, I'm going to erase exercise C. All of you, please take the spellings. The spelling of carry is C-A-R-R-Y, weak, W-E-A-K, weak, dry, D-R-Y, dry, friends, F-R-I-E-N-D-S, friends, agreed, A-G-R-E-E-D, agreed, and begin, B-E-G-A-N. Now I'm going to erase this children, and now I'm going to start with exercise D. Let's see what is exercise D all about. Now, exercise D. Based on your reading of the story, write two adjectives each describing the following characters. Now children, all of you know that what are adjectives children? Adjectives are describing words. वो noun को describe करते हैं, noun के बारे में बताते हैं. Now we have to write two adjectives for the following characters. और बेटा 3 characters are given in the lesson. The first one is the fish. Now for fish we need to write 2 adjectives. Fish के लिए हमको 2 adjectives लिखने हैं. Then the second character is the stork. Stork को describe करने के लिए हमको 2 adjectives लिखने हैं. And the third character is the crab. ये बेटा स्टोरी के कैरेक्टर्स हैं. तीनों कैरेक्टर्स थे, फिश, स्टॉक एंड क्रैब, है ना. हमारी स्टोरी द क्लेवर क्रैब में कितने कैरेक्टर्स थे? फिश थी, देन द स्टॉक एंड देन द क्रैब, 3 कैरेक्टर्स थे। अब हमको इन कैरेक्टर्स को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए एडजेक्टिव्स सीखते हैं। एडजेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं बेटा? डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स, है ना, जो किसी भी चीज को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, किसी भी चीज का कलर, शेप, साइज बताते हैं, क्वालिटी बताते हैं, वो सब क्या होते हैं? एडजेक्टिव। अब बेटा फिश, हमने लेसन में पढ़ा फिश कैसी थी, जो फिश थी वो कैसी थी स्टोरी में? स्टॉक ने उनको अपना आइडिया बताया, स्टॉक ने उनको फूल किया और वो स्टॉक की बातों में आ गई। और एक तो वो बहुत सिंपल थी, है ना, और इनोसेंट थी, उनके अंदर छल कपट नहीं था। सो सबसे पहले तो फिश कैसी थी बेटा? इनोसेंट। फिश इनोसेंट थी, सीधी सादी थी, है ना, वो किसी की भी बातों में आ सकती थी, इनोसेंट थी। उनको लगा कि मतलब स्टॉक जो है उनकी हेल्प कर रहा है और वो स्टॉक की बातों में आ गई, है ना। तो फिश कैसी थी बेटा? इनोसेंट थी, एंड उन्होंने दूर तक का सोचा ही नहीं था कि उनको सोचना चाहिए था कि स्टॉक के फूड क्या है? फिश ही है, और स्टॉक जो है वो कभी भी उनको खा सकता है। दे शुडंट हैव ट्रस्ट इन दी स्टॉक। तो फिश जो स्टॉक की बातों में आ गई, है ना, और फाइनली स्टॉक ने क्या कर लिया? सारी फिश को वो खा गया था। तो फिश कैसी थी बेटा? द फिश वर इनोसेंट, मासूम थी, उन्होंने विश्वास किया स्टॉक के ऊपर, है ना। एंड दे वर बिसाइड्स बीइंग इनोसेंट, दीज फिश वर फुलिश ऑल्सो, क्योंकि उनको स्टॉक ने आराम से फूल कर लिया और सारी फिश को ग्रीडी जो स्टॉक था वो खा गया। तो फिश का कैरेक्टर बेटा कैसा था? कौन से वर्ड्स उनको डिस्क्राइब करते हैं? इनोसेंट एंड फुलिश। कौन से वर्ड्स बेटा फिश को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं? इनोसेंट एंड फुलिश। द स्पेलिंग ऑफ इनोसेंट इज INNOCENT, इनोसेंट। और फुलिश की स्पेलिंग क्या है? फुलिश मतलब बेवकूफ थी, उनको स्टॉक ने बेवकूफ बनाया और खा गया। सो द स्पेलिंग ऑफ फुलिश इज FOOLISH। सो फिश के लिए कौन से 2 एडजेक्टिव्स है? इनोसेंट एंड फुलिश। नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द स्टॉक। अब स्टॉक कैसा था? स्टॉक सबसे पहले तो टाइम के साथ स्टॉक यंग से क्या हो गया था? ओल्ड। तो सबसे पहला जो वर्ड जो स्टॉक को डिस्क्राइब करता है वो क्या है? ओल्ड। ओल्ड हो गया था, अब वो फिश को कैच नहीं कर पा रहा था, तभी तो उसको आइडिया लगाना पड़ा कि मैं सारी फिश को कैसे खा सकता हूं, है ना। तो स्टॉक वॉज ओल्ड, है ना, ओल्ड। एंड आप ओल्ड भी लिख सकते हो, स्टॉक क्रूअल भी था, है ना, आप क्रूअल भी लिख सकते हो, बस उसको फिश के ऊपर बिल्कुल दया नहीं आई। तो स्टॉक को आप ओल्ड भी लिख सकते हो, आप क्रूअल भी लिख सकते हो, इट इज अपॉन यू। एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, स्टॉक कैसा था बेटा? बहुत लालची था, और लालची को क्या बोलते हैं? ग्रीडी। इंस्टेड ऑफ ओल्ड अगर आप चाहो बेटा तो आप क्रूएल भी लिख सकते हो। आप दोनों में से कोई एक वर्ड यू कैन राइट इफ यू वांट ओल्ड, क्योंकि ओल्ड हो गया था इसीलिए उसको आइडिया लगाना पड़ा। एंड ही वॉज क्रूएल ऑल्सो। स्टॉक जो है बहुत क्रूएल था क्योंकि वो सारी फिश को खाना चाहता था, है ना। एंड ही वॉज नॉट एट ऑल काइंड। सो इफ यू वांट यू कैन राइट क्रूएल ऑल्सो, बट आई हैव रिटन ओल्ड। सो द स्टॉक वॉज ओल्ड एंड ग्रीडी। लालची को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? ग्रीडी। एंड बेटा उसकी ग्रीडी उसका डाउनफॉल के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल थी कि फाइनली उसकी ग्रीड में जब उसने सोचा कि मैं क्रैब को भी खा लूं, तो क्रैब तो बहुत समझदार था, उसने अपने पिंसर्स डिग किए एंड ही किल द स्टॉक। नाउ द थर्ड कैरेक्टर, द मेन कैरेक्टर, द मेन हीरो ऑफ द स्टोरी इज द क्रैब। और बेटा क्रैब कैसा था? क्रैब बहुत क्लेवर था, और क्लेवर का जो वर्ड दिया है लेसन में दैट इज व्हाट? विटी। WITTY, विटी। द क्रैब वाज विटी, and besides being witty, The crab was very careful. Crab बहुत careful था because he had warned the stork, be careful, है ना? And when he saw the fish bones scattered on the hill, immediately it struck him that the stork has eaten all the fish. Now he's going to eat me. So before the stork could attack the crab only he digged his pincers. So the crab was very witty. Witty का मतलब क्या बेटा? Clever. And besides being witty, he was very careful, alert था. When he saw the bones, he immediately came to know that the stork had eaten all the fish. So he dug his pincers into the stork's neck and killed the stork. So beta, fish के लिए कौन से दो adjectives है? Innocent and foolish. ये words किसको describe करते हैं? Fish को. Stork को कौन से दो words describe करते हैं? Old and greedy. And crab को witty and careful. Witty means clever. So children, please do write this exercise in your English notebook. And what are adjectives? They are describing words. We have used these adjectives to describe the character of the story, the clever crab. Children, please write this in your English notebook. So children, that's all for today. But children, before I end today's video, a small reminder. Please start learning and revising all the taught 1 to 6 lessons. As your half-yearly exams are approaching, you need to work hard and improve your performance. Thank you, students. Good day ahead.